Have you ever heard of George Liele? He might be the greatest missionary, evangelist, and church planner that you might not have heard of. Before any Armstrong started mobilizing women for missions, before Lottie Moon left the US to go to China, even before William Carey left England to go to India, God moved George Liele from Virginia to Georgia and then to Jamaica to advance the gospel. George Liele was originally born a slave in Virginia before the Revolutionary War. He eventually heard and received the gospel at White Church alongside slave owners, his slave owner, and other slaves. And immediately he began sharing the gospel with anybody who would listen. George Liele spread the gospel through slave quarters and plantations, and later on he moved to Georgia just before the Revolutionary War. Eventually, his owner, who was a deacon at their church, freed him because he saw God working so powerfully through him. He became the first Black Baptist ordained to preach in all of America. He planted the first African American Baptist church in North America, which you can actually still go to in Savannah today. As the Revolutionary War was ending, Liele evacuated to Jamaica rather than risk being re-enslaved in the American South. Despite opposition and even arrest in Jamaica, George Liele was able to baptize 500 people and establish a pretty strong church during his 8 years of preaching there. This is why George Liele is a missions and church planting name worth knowing.